Hey, good morning, my viewers. I went ahead and pressure washed the roof on this mobile home. It wasn't really too impacted with crusty old dirt or nothing, but it did have a lot of leafy type of, stuff that had been decaying up here, and then there were some ferns growing and things in it. But I will record me pressure washing the sides of the mobile home. It would have been just a little too hairy for me to record the action on pressure washing this roof, but just to show you kind of what it looks like after pressure washing. Okay, so here I am pressure washing the mobile home. Washing away years and years of crud. It's algae and dirt and grime and anything that decided it wanted to grow on the side and the top of this mobile home. Some of it was easier than some, and some of it just took a little extra work with that pressure washer. And then, not to mention, the pressure washer kept crapping out on me. It's brand new pressure washer, but that doesn't always mean anything. I'd be pressure washing along, and all of a sudden, just everything just shut down on me for maybe no apparent reason. Just decided to cut out on me. And I mean, it has oil, it's got gas, it's got everything, and it just shut down. And then I'd crank it back up again, within one or two pulls, and it would run for about 15 minutes and then shut down again. So I don't know. I don't think anything works right anymore. I'm just getting to where I don't know if anything works anymore. But anyway, and that reminds me, by the way, if you notice any changes in the video quality or whichever, or anything about this video, it's because I had to change the video editing software around. I use a Linux operating system, so I use open source type of video editing software. Now, the one that I had been using was OpenShot for Linux, and it worked out great. I mean, everything worked right. I didn't really have any real big problems with it. It was fine for what I needed to do. And for some unknown reason, it decided it, didn't want to work anymore. It would open and close right away. Not even stay open for 1 minute, or not, 1 second. Okay, it wouldn't even stay open for 1 second. Close up on me, no apparent reason. I went ahead and I even uninstalled it, reinstalled it, restarted the computer, all kind of different stuff to try to see what the problem could possibly be. I had like a security type of update that I had to install. I thought maybe after I get this going, the security update that it insisted that I installed, then maybe it would work again. In fact, I was working on a video, on this video in particular, using OpenShot, and all of a sudden everything crashed on me. I had it almost finished, and it just crashed and just went poof, nothing. Tried to reopen it, and it would open up for about 1 second and shut down again. So I was forced to shift over to another software program, which is called Kdenlive. So that's what I'm using to make this video. It's really a shame, but anyway, Kdenlive has a little learning curve, like any other software. You got to learn it, and so that's kind of what I'm in the middle of doing, is learning all the ins and outs about it. So if you notice any big changes in the quality of the video, it may have something to do with it. I mean, I'm no stranger to having to go from one video editing software to the other, and not by choice either, by the way. I've never ever shifted from one video editing software to another by choice. It's only because the program I had been using no longer works, and so I had to get something else. Like, I remember Windows Movie Maker. Maybe some of you people out there remember that. I used to use that, and I was very comfortable with that. And then all of a sudden, Microsoft decided that they no longer wanted to support that software. So I had to buy Pinnacle. Okay, so Pinnacle worked for maybe a year or so, and then all of a sudden Pinnacle stopped working. And I even tried to upgrade it, and the upgrades wouldn't work either. And so I thought, okay, forget this. I'm going to forget Windows, and went to Linux, and that's when I started to have to use open source type of video editing software programs. It's a constant shift from one piece of software to another. I don't know. It must be planned obsolescence. Maybe these programmers would get together and say, hey, we're going to make this program choke for everybody. Now we've got to, because we're going to shift over and get everybody over to this other software, and we decided to support. And that's what happens with open source type of software, especially where you like the group of people that's been supporting a particular open source program will become disenchanted with maybe what's going on with that software, and they all get together and say, hey, let's put an end to this particular piece of software, and we'll start to support another piece of software. So you'll get this massive brain drain from the program with programmers, you might say, from one open source program, and they all go to another and start supporting it until they become disenchanted with it. And that's pretty much what you're fighting when you're an end user, is all the big brains that control all the software out there. They just decide to shift from one piece of software to another. So, like anything else, we're just sort of victims to the big computer scam. You might notice that there's you might say tree log in the way in this shot, because I'm still waiting for somebody to come by on Monday to come get these logs. I went ahead and cut away all the leafy stuff and was able to burn that, get rid of it all real nice and easy. But now the bigger logs I need help with. It's either that or I have to cut these big pieces up in really small pieces and then haul them over to my burn pile, and that's a real pain. That would take me a long time. So, if somebody wants the wood, they can just come by and get it. That's pretty much the way I see it. Probably start to notice a huge change, or that this is starting to really come clean, really nice. All the crud is coming off and making this mobile home look a lot better. It's kind of rewarding in a sense, watching all the years of crud just wash away from it. It's kind of nice to see something getting done, really. I mean, sometimes I'll work all day long and I look back and think, yeah, I did a lot of work, but I mean, where is it? Where's the work? And a lot of times it's because my work is buried or something, you know, like in the ground or in the walls or something like that. And it's hard to really be able to step back and say, yeah, I did, you know, I really accomplished a lot here today. But at least when you're pressure washing, it's you can step back and really kind of appreciate the improvement over what something looked like it before. Uh, I remember when I was doing air conditioning work, it was kind of hard to really step back and ooh and ah over the work I had done because all my work is buried. You can't really tell. I mean, it looks the same as it did. I mean, sure, it runs. You know, meaning the air conditioner may run and cool or heat, but I mean, it just doesn't really look any different. Too different. Not really. I mean, unless I, you know, do a little cleaning on it or something. But I mean, it still. I don't know. Just doing this kind of work is kind of rewarding, really, where you can just step back and really appreciate the hard work you did that day. By the way, you may notice that I don't really run music in my channel. There's a few different reasons I don't run music in my channel because, first of all, like, for example, I could run music while I'm uh, doing this kind of a video where everything is in high speed. That's what a lot of the video providers or content providers do on YouTube is they'll run music or something. To me, that's kind of a cop out. The other reason is because I don't want to get any strikes against me on my channel for having copyrighted material. I realize that there are some open source free music that video content providers can use, but I don't really trust the algorithms and things like that on YouTube to distinguish what is a copyright strike and versus what isn't, because they don't really have somebody watching the video and say, hey, that's a copyright strike because that music belongs to so and so. Okay, it's all AI. It's so, and I don't really trust AI at all to determine what is possibly a copyright strike. So what YouTube does is they put the responsibility entirely on the content provider. So the content provider will get the strike against them, and then they have to contest it. Sometimes somebody will actually watch the video and see, oh, the AI messed up. Okay, maybe sometimes. A lot of times you get no reply at all, and or if you do get a reply, it'll be that, oh no, this is going to stick. We're not going to allow you to use your own music or what or whatever. I mean, they're just they have pretty much the ability to do and say what they want to about anybody's videos. So they'll remove a video if they find it to be what they consider to be offensive, or what, or if there's a strike against it for maybe copyright or something, anything. Okay, so I don't want to give YouTube any excuse to remove my videos or not to monetize it or any of that sort of thing. known people to actually make their own music, okay, their own songs. I mean, everything, you know. And then YouTube will give them a copyright strike. So, I mean, there's no, you know, winning against that at all. I mean, I mean, if I had a YouTube channel that, we'll say I had 1 million, you know, subscribers or some crazy thing like that, I would never risk it at all. Okay, to lose that monetization. I mean, it's kind of I don't know, kind of risky, I think, to play around with music, especially because you can easily get you know, copyright strikes. And then I no longer really even show other people's video clips, okay, even with their permission, because you know, YouTube doesn't know that you have their permission. Even if you list they have their permission, you'll still get a strike. They don't, you know, they don't really know. They don't care. It's just a bunch of people that's. I honestly don't know what the people at YouTube or at Google what they do to do anything. I mean, I honestly don't know. I guess they just make sure that the software hasn't crashed or something, because it's not like they really truly watch a lot of the content, okay, that's being contested. That I do know, because a lot of the people who I know that I watch, I mean, they've actually had to scrap their old channels and create a new channel. Okay, even if they had 1 million subscribers, they had to just scrap the old channel because YouTube simply refused to, you know, re-establish their channel or their videos. They would pull them just because. Maybe somebody complained about, who knows, anything, just about. It doesn't take much of a complaint, quite honestly, for YouTube to pull your video or to demonetize it. It kind of surprises me how some people can get away with what they do get away with, and you know, where they make videos for, say, kids, okay, because that's kind of a risky thing in itself. Yeah, well, there it is. I got the big, bad, and ugly stuff off of it. You know, naturally everything has to be primed and painted, and plus the roof will have to be coated with a special coating that I have in mind. So, but it is coming along naturally. I'll show you that's this side here, and then we go back around, walk around this other side here. My battery's about had it on my camera, so I kind of have to hustle along here to show you what all I got done. So yeah, here it is. This side's looking so much better. Of course, as you can see, I still got these logs to get rid of here. Yeah, got somebody coming on Monday, as they claim anyway, to come and get them. So that's good. Then I can do some more cleaning up out in the woods. Hold on, let me. All right, and of course, here is the tongue end of the mobile home. A lot cleaner than it was. And here we are again, and that's the other end. Now, even though I may wind up replacing these doors, I went ahead and pressure washed them regardless, just because I wanted to make them look good while they were still there. Well, as usual, you don't have to like the video, but I do appreciate it if you comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.